Welcome, everybody, to the pregame show brought to you by Wahpeton. Welcome to our world of farm machinery, offering Wilrich, Concord, and Wishick branded machinery. Wahpeton, our pregame show sponsor. I'm Joe Schreiner on Three Borders Sports Network, and guess who I have in the booth with me? But I have a special guest. He's going to be with us for a couple innings, and I got Chad Affield coming in, but sitting down with me for a few innings. Isaac Loosemore happens to step up, former post-20 baseball player and NDSCS college baseball player for the Wildcats. Lucy, thanks for joining me, man.
Thanks, anytime.
Been used to watching you down on the field, of course, and you're here helping with the field and doing some of the maintenance stuff here, helping Chad out a little bit. And Chad will join us here in a little bit, but I appreciate you coming up and being a part of the broadcast.
Anytime.
Let the players' view come into perspective here once in a while. Well, welcome once again, everybody. We'll get you back into the game here in a second here. Lucy, and the pregame show brought to you by Wahpeton. And our starting lineup's brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Big Stone, and that is Carter Brown leading off. He's going to be the starting pitcher for Big Stone here in game number 2 for Big Stone. Hunter Merritt, the third baseman, will bat second. Carter Powell, the shortstop, will bat third. Josh Mueller will bat fourth at first base. Jasper Tweeter will be the left fielder. Isaac Kirchberg is the center fielder, batting sixth. Drew Boots will be the catcher, and he'll bat seventh. Carter Lee is the second baseman. He'll bat eighth, and Isaiah Tando will bat ninth, and he is the right fielder. So it's Brown, Merritt, Powell, Mueller, Tweeter, Kirchberg, Boots, Lee, and Tando for your starting lineups, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. So there's your starting lineups, and we'll do the starting lineups for Fergus Falls when they come to bat here. And we're at game number 5 today, Lucy, for this game here. And gone through 4 so far today, so we're starting game number 5. So we might head coach Arvid Mueller and assistant coach Joel Stadelman for the Big Stone team. On the hill, Colin Becker for Fergus Falls. His battery mate is Will Gronwald, and that one's low and in the dirt. Ball 1 by home plate umpire Craig Peterson. And our first pitch at 6:24. So only 24 minutes behind time there, Lucy. We were behind quite a ways a little while ago. Chad's got her in order. Yeah, we'll say Chad gets the credit on that, huh?
Yep.
So it's 2-0. Becker now behind in the count here to the leadoff hitter, Carter Brown. Brown takes inside for a strike. Lucy, you were a leadoff hitter quite often for Post 20 and even for the Wildcats. What are you looking for when you go up? I know you like first pitch swinging.
Yep. First pitch strike, right down the middle. I'll take it anywhere. Gap, up the middle, just anywhere that's open.
Go with the pitch and slap the ball and make them defense make the play, right?
Yep.
2-2 now. Swung on and a ground ball to second. Grunwald picks it up over to first just in time, hustling down the baseline. He got it over to Swanson just in time to retire Carter Brown. So nice job of hustle there by Carter Brown on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bring up the third baseman, Hunter Merritt. Merritt did some pitching in game 1 against Wahpeton in the first game today at 8 o'clock. This is Big Stone's second game of the day, facing Fergus Falls. And comes just toward the elbows there. It's high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Becker delivers at the knees, strike 1. You had a pretty good eye for the plate, Lucy. I remember that very well through your post-20 years and even at NDSCS. You know, it's tough to watch that one at the knees go by, isn't it?
Yeah, very tough. Even on a breaking pitch, when it's low and it goes by your knees, it's very difficult to watch.
Yeah. And that one's a little bit low. It's 2-2 now. So Becker goes even in the count to Hunter Merritt. 1 out on the board. Had some good burgers and brats downstairs there from your grandpa's locker plant. There's a little blooper out to right field, making the charge coming in, but not be able to make the catch was Lindgren out in right field. So a little blooper base hit. You'll take that. It looks good in the book, huh, Luce?
Yep. I'll take that hit anyway.
So, yeah, I suppose you get to eat your grandpa's locker plant supplies very often at home.
It's basically all I growing up on.
Yeah, I bet. Tim Stiles providing the meat for today, the brats and the burgers. Very good stuff. Thanks, Tim. So runner at first base is Hunter Merritt. Carter Powell now at the plate. Swung on, pulled to third base side. Picked up over toward second, but pulls the throw off the bag, and everybody's safe. Just Carter Powell, Isaac Johnson looking to try and turn the double play a little bit too quick there, Lucy.
Yep, he wasn't looking at it where he was throwing the ball either.
So an error on the throw pulls the second baseman Grunwald off the bag. So the first error of the game here by Fergus Falls puts runners at first and second with one out. Becker delivers, and at the plate is Josh Mueller, first baseman for Big Stone. Hunter Merritt at second base, Carter Powell at first, reaching on the air. To call strike by home plate umpire Craig Peterson. And on the bases, I think they said it was Don. No. Yep. There's a foul out of play. Give chase there, young men. Foul balls for a free treat. If they go chase it, he's not going after it very fast. Becker on the hill here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As he faces Josh Mueller. Infield fly rules in effect with less than 2 outs. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Mueller is retired on strikes. Nice pitch there from Colin Becker. Lucy?
Yep. Breaker ball inside. Jam out of the hands. It's a very difficult pitch to hit.
So Jasper Tweeter, the left fielder, is up next. Two outs, runners on first and second. The infield fly rule is now not in effect. As a swing and a miss there for strike 1 from Tweeter. Colin Becker on the hill. We're approaching 6:30. So we're not too far behind here. We're a little bit behind. Game number 2 took over 3 hours today. 3 hours and 9 minutes, Lucy. That was a long game.
It was very long.
So Becker gets ahead in the count. 0-2 with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So Becker allows 2 base runners, but gets the final out here on a strikeout. And that will be the end of the first half inning. Big Stone strands 2, but scores none on 1 hit. So that's going to be the end of the first half inning of play. Big Stone 0, Fergus Falls coming to bat.
Since the inception of Vaterstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined in the booth here by Isaac Loosemore, former Post-20 player and Wildcats baseball player himself. We're going to take a look now at the Thrivent starting lineups for Fergus Falls. Carter Tilke leads off at shortstop. Ben Swanson at first base, batting second. Isaac Johnson, the third baseman, bats third. Andrew Johnson, left field. Will Gronwald, the catcher. Ethan Gronwald, the second baseman. Owen Kruger in center field. Evan Lindgren in right field. Leighton Buckmeyer in the designated hitter, and the starting pitcher is Colin Becker. So there's your starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent. And Will, you like Thrivent? What are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. So the shortstop, Carter Tilke, had a good game in the first game there. I don't know if you remember much of it there, Isaac, but again, Tilke had a nice game.
Yeah, he started off with a leadoff almost inside the park home run.
That's correct, yeah.
They had a throwing error.
They had a throwing error in there, yeah. See, you got a memory, man. You're a baseball player.
Yep.
Look at you go. Oh, and he gets hit in the back there. He tried to flinch on that one a little bit and hit him right square in the back. So Carter Tilke hit by pitch, and he'll go to first base. What do you think there, Lucy? He's got speed. Is he going to go? He's a leadoff hitter.
I think
Fergus has been aggressive.
I think they're going to fake bunt steal or either do a hit and run.
All right, we'll see what happens here with Ben Swanson coming to the plate, the first baseman. He pitched a major part of the game in Game 1 for Fergus Falls. And Fergus Falls defeated Billings 12-11, so Fergus Falls 1-0 so far coming in, and Big Stone 0-2. There's a call strike on the outer half. Swanson did not square. So now we'll see with one strike what the play is. Coach at third base is flashing signs, and away we go. Squares this time, loose. Pitch goes outside, and then a safe steal down at second base by Tilke. In there pretty easy. So there you go, Coach. That's what you called, didn't you?
Yep.
So we got the runner at second base is Carter Tilke. He's in scoring position. Swanson at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter Brown on the hill there delivers ball 2 to Swanson. Drew Boots behind the plate. So Brown and Boots, the battery for Big Stone. Calm evening here. Just the flags on the scoreboard just floating a little bit from right to left. And there goes the runner on a delayed steal. Nice piece of base running there, Lucy, by the runner, Tilke.
That was a really good read. Catcher's been lobbing it back to the pitcher. I would take that base any day.
And with your speed, you could.
Yep.
So Big Stone City infield comes into the edge of the grass, trying to hold the run at third base as that pitch goes outside and Swanson draws the walk. So a hit by pitch and a walk here. The first 2 hitters for Fergus Falls get the first 2 runners on. Swanson over at first base, Tilke at third base, and now batting Isaac Johnson, the third baseman. So we'll see again with runners on the corners now, nobody out. Fergus was aggressive on the bases before. Swung on, fouled back into the net. So 1 strike now. Lucy, you going to go? You going to wait?
I'd probably go. If he's going to throw a strike, it'll probably be another hit and run.
All right, we'll see what Isaac Johnson does here with Carter Brown delivering the pitch. There goes the runner, swung on and missed, and that one kind of went off the edge of the fingers there of Drew Boots. I don't know what happened there, but it ended up kind of a blooper out to second base.
It's a really hot day, so the ball's going to be really slippery.
Okay. So into second base on an uncontested stolen base goes Swanson. So runners at second and third now for Fergus Falls. We're in the bottom of the first and nobody out. The pitch. Driven to second base. Lee picks it up, comes over to first, and the run comes home in Carter Tilke. So he comes home uncontested when the run or the ball was hit behind the runners. So Johnson with the RBI ground out. So that was about Lee's only play there to go to first, wasn't it?
Yep.
Isaac?
It was.
So 4-3 for the put out. There's one out here. And Fergus Falls with run across. So Andrew Johnson at the plate for Fergus Falls. Takes a call strike on the outer half. 0-1. And the pitch is driven deep to left. It's going to drift foul the way it looks. Just barely foul by a couple feet, huh?
That was pretty close.
Wasn't by much. It was that straight line that Chad painted, right? Chad put the string down and painted her up. Mowed it last night. Dan Haugen on the bases. Craig Peterson behind the plate. Dan Haugen. No, it was not. Don't confuse me. Swung on and missed. And that is strike 3 for Andrew Johnson. So a strikeout for Carter Brown brings up the second out. And now batting is going to be Will Grunwald, the catcher for Fergus Falls. Steps up to the plate. Carter Brown still in the stretch. Holds that lead at third base. Holds the runner tighter to third base. Did you like to see a pitcher go into the windup with 2 outs, or what did you like to see?
Majority of pitchers would stay in the stretch, but when I was pitching, I'd go to the windup.
It's fouled straight up. Is it going to hit the canopy? Nope, just short. Hit the fence. Yeah, with your speed, I would think that if there's a pass ball, you want as big a jump as you can get.
Yep. When they're in the windup, I definitely get a bigger lead.
Oh, absolutely. That one kind of floats in over the top there, and it's 2-1. A lot of pitchers nowadays are pitching from the stretch all the time.
Yep. I used to do that too, and then when my junior year in Legion, I switched to the windup finally.
Did you?
Yep. Then I was throwing more consistently.
Good. There's swung on. That's fouled out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Please remember to return off foul balls.
To the hitter, Will Grunwald, the catcher. 2 outs. And standing at third base is Ben Swanson. And a swing and a miss. And that is strike 3, and the side is retired. A couple of strikeouts here in a row for Carter Brown. Retires the side, but not before. Fergus Falls will score 1 run here in the bottom of the first. We're going to go to the top of the second. Right here on Three Borders Sports Network on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Big Stone 0, Fergus Falls 0. Back after this.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115. All right, welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner, and I'm joined here in the booth for at least another half inning here is going to be Isaac Loosemore joining me here in the booth. Again, Isaac, a former post-20 player and a NDSCS Wildcats player. He's helping out with the groundskeeping here at John Randall Field. Thanks again for joining me, Isaac.
Anytime.
Fun to have you on board here, and you're going to be here all weekend?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, maybe we'll get you up here for a few more innings another time. We're going to start inning number 2 here at Bingstone. Isaac Kirchberg leads off, and he takes ball 1 from Colin Becker. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. It's 1-1. First time in a big production here, Lucy?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you came aboard here. 1-1 pitch. It's low and bounces up high. It comes to the backstop. It's 2-1 now. I don't know what happened there, but it went wide there, and Becker didn't get it. I didn't see it. I was looking in the book here.
I think he spiked it off the front of the plate.
Was that what happened?
Yep.
Okay. 2-1. Comes up high. It's 3-1. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors, Vaterstadt, Thrivent, Will Ulick, Farmers Union Insurance, Scoreboard, and Kyle DeVries, Mindak Farmers Co-op, OSPTI, Carlson Family Insurance. Swung on and missed. It's full count. Wahpeton Daily News, Red River Human Services, City of Wahpeton jumping on board for the summer. Three Rivers Crisis Center, Digital Guru also jumping on board for the summer, along with First Community Credit Union. And swung on and missed, and Becker comes back and gets the strikeout. So nice series of pitches there by Becker.
Mixing in pitches, staying within his composure. That was a pretty solid outing right there.
All right, so 1 out here for Becker. As Fergus Falls throws it around the horn. And we can't forget Gripper Sports, downtown Wahpeton on Dakota Avenue for all your favorite team's sports apparel. Gripper Sports. Stop down and see Wayne and Tyler. They make vinyl signs, mesh signs, all kinds of stuff. T-shirts to your request. Drew Boots steps up to the plate here now for Big Stone. And the 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. Isn't that something how in the pros when the ball just barely skims the dirt and they toss it out and get a new ball right away? Isn't that something?
Yeah, they just need a clean one every time, I guess.
I'm sure they don't want a scuffed ball or anything, They might think it's going to dance on somebody, but
right.
And some of them might come back into play after somebody examines them, or they just use them for batting practice.
Mm-hmm.
Swung on and a drive to short, 1 hopper. Nice play there by Tilke over to first.
Nice
for the out. Nice play there, both ends by Tilke and Swanson at first. Lucy.
It was a really good play.
35, Carter Lee.
So Drew Boots retired on the ground out to Tilke. And a nice stretch, as Lucy said, over at first base there by Swanson. It's going to bring up Carter Lee with 2 outs. Carter, the second baseman here for Big Stone. Called strike at the knees. Swung on a little chopper. Got to make a charge, and picking it up there is Becker over to first base. And again, staying on the bag was Swanson. So nice play there by Swanson on both plays, Lucy.
It was a really good play. First baseman really striding out there to keep everything in front of him. Make sure there's no outs on there.
So a 1-2-3 inning here for Colin Becker and the Fergus Falls post 30. And we'll be right back after this commercial where we got an inning and a half in the books on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Big Stone 0, Fergus Falls 1.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Join in the celebration with your Casasa account and start earning your money back today.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115. Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner along with Isaac Loosemore. Lucy sitting in here for another inning. It's a 1-0 lead here for Fergus Falls as we go to the bottom of the second. Carter Brown delivers, low and away. It's ball. And Carter Brown delivers the second pitch. That one's popped out to right center field, and it's going to be tough to catch. Given chase over in center field with Kirchberg. It's going to fall in for a base hit for Ethan Gronwald. So a nice base hit there, nice piece of hitting there, Lucy.
Way to take it oppo field. That right gap is really big. Got to take advantage of it.
Yep. It's going to bring up the center fielder, number 2, Owen Kruger. He was batting ninth in the first game today for Fergus Falls. He's moved up a couple spots with a couple of hits here in the game. One earlier for Fergus Falls. They defeated Billings 12-11. It was a long game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. And Kruger pops that one out to right, and it's over the right fielder's head. Tando is going to have to chase that one down to the wall. Had to hold up over at first base was Ethan Gronwald. And here we go. Now we got 2 runners at third base, so now we have confusion. And there's... and now running back to second base, and they might get a double play out of this. I believe they did. I don't know how to put that all in the books there, Lucy, but that was a mistake on the base running there, as holding up at third base was Ethan Gronwald, and Owen Kruger pushed him off there, and both of them get tossed out. It's an opportunity there for Fergus Falls to get a couple of runs, but it ends up in 2 outs.
Second base runner should have been looking at the coach. He
Yep.
had his stop sign up, and the runner at third was going back.
So to the plate now comes Evan Lindgren. Goes outside. Evan Lindgren, the right fielder. Well, let's see. We got to go 9. 5, 2, and then we'll go 2, 6, 4. So 1 out, 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And that's a swung on and missed. It's 2-1. And quite a series of events there. I don't know how we can recap that one there, Lucy. But again, there's a ground ball to short. Powell over to pick it up. Over to first to Mueller to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down is how that one worked. And that is a quick half inning here for Fergus Falls as they put 3 up and 3 down. That's going to retire the side. And we got 2 complete here at John Randall Field on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Big Stone 0, Fergus Falls 1. Back after this.
Big Stone City 0.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002, or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
So quite the turn of events there in the bottom of the second. Fergus Falls with a couple of hits, but a double play ended that inning in a hurry there with some wild.
A lot of confusion.
What do you call it nowadays? Pepper, or do you call it hot box, or what do you call it there when you get runners in a pickle like that?
Mostly a hot box.
Hot box, and there hits Tando, so he's going to get a free base on a hit by pitch. So Big Stone leads off the top of the third with a base runner. Isaiah Tando gets hit by a pitch by Colin Becker, is going to bring up the pitcher now, leadoff hitter Carter Brown, who grounded out in his first at bat. Yeah, the hot box ended up in a double play ball, and usually if the trail runner swung on and fouled back, usually if the trail runner ends up at the same bag as the lead runner, aren't you told to stay at that base and take the out, but keep your base, right?
Yep.
So the trail runner maybe should have stayed at third base and just let the one out happen. Instead, he tried to head back to second to keep everybody safe, and it ended up in a double play ball. There's a square, and that's popped straight back into the fence for a strike. So Tando goes back to first base, and it's 1-2 strikes here now to the leadoff hitter, Carter Brown. There goes the runner. Tando takes off in a hurry. He got a big jump, Lucy. Looked like you out there.
That was a great
stolen
read.
base. So you time the pitcher when you're over there at first base. You kind of watch his move, and then it's taken off. Anytime you can watch the pitcher in the stretch, you do, don't you?
Yep.
Even if you're on the bench.
As much as I can.
Yep.
I always watch his. I count his seconds so that he's up there.
That one to the hitter now is Hunter Merritt. He singled in his first at bat, stranded at second. So Hunter Merritt at the plate. The only hit so far for Big Stone. Yes, Colin Becker sets to deliver to Will Grunwald. That one's fouled off his foot, and he's coming up gimping, and those hurt.
Yep. Took one off my foot last year in college ball, and it about the size of a softball on my foot.
You got pretty big, swelled up pretty good, huh?
Yep.
Ouch. As home plate umpire Craig Peterson walks the ball out to Colin Becker to give Hunter Merritt a few seconds to get feeling better. Good move by the home plate umpire. So the count's 1-1 strike, 1 out. We're at 1-0. A lot of ones up on the board right now.
Ones are wild.
Ones are wild, huh? 1-1 strike, 1 out, 1-0. 1 hit for each and 1 error for each so far. And the pitch comes in just a little bit too tight. Ball 2, 2-1. One out on the board. And Becker delivers, swung on, and foul tip down into the dirt. So it'll be 2-2. So Becker throwing strikes, that's what you want your pitcher to do there. Lucy, you want your pitcher to throw strikes, let the defense do the work, right?
Basically, pitcher throws strikes, everyone makes plays. That's one way you're going to win games.
2-2, and the pitch. The breaking pitch didn't quite come across the plate there, and the count goes full now to Hunter Merritt. Game 5 on the day, Fergus Falls and Big Stone. And Merritt takes outside for the walk. So he'll trot down to first base, and that's going to bring up Carter Powell, the shortstop, reached on an error in his first at bat in the first inning. So runners now at first and second for Big Stone with one out. Swung on, back to the fence. Strike one. Going to play any amateur ball this summer?
Nope.
Just going to take the summer off? What are you doing for the summer?
Working at Schmitty's Plumbing.
Oh, are you?
Yep.
That's right. That's what you went to school for at NDSS, didn't you?
Yep,
Good
I
for you.
switched in January.
I need a new faucet put in. Are you going to come over and put it in for me? Can I request you?
You can.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. To Carter Powell, the shortstop. Oh, breaking pitch catches Powell. Kind of caught him off guard there, Lucy, and strike three as he watched that one go by.
He stuttered at the last second, and he wanted to swing too.
Yep.
First baseman, number 9.
Nice pitch there from Becker to retire Powell on strikes. So 2 strikeouts here in the inning so far for Colin Becker. Brings up Josh Mueller, the first baseman. Comes across the plate for a strike at letter high. Becker played first base in the game earlier today. Last game of the day will feature the Wahpeton B Legion taking on Lemoore. There's a call strike, and it's 0-2. Lemoore victorious earlier in a 6-5 victory over Detroit Lakes. The 0-2 pitch. A little check swing right back to the mound. Becker picks it up. Tosses it easily over to Swanson to retire Josh Mueller, and that is the side. And 3 outs, stranding 2 runners on base. So at the end of 2.5 innings of play, Big Stone 0 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Fergus Falls 1. Back after this.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Join in the celebration with your Casasa account and start earning your money back today.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner alongside Isaac Loosemore, sitting up here in the booth for another half inning with me. So appreciate you joining me, Isaac, here and providing a little color commentary as Brian Watson had to take off the rest of the evening. So Brian's no longer with us tonight. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Jasper Tweeter. Takes inside for ball 2. On the pitch delivered, excuse me, got to flip my scorebook around. Leighton Buckmeyer at the plate. Had to flip my scorebook around there, buddy. 5 games in, and I'm already losing it.
That 3.5-hour game.
That's what it was. 2-1 now to Buckmeyer. Takes strike on the outside corner. It's 2-2. Carter Brown battling back here. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 to Buckmeyer. He's retired on strikes.
Up next,
It's going to bring up the
your
leadoff hitter,
shortstop, number
Carter
1,
Tilke.
Carter Tilke.
And now the breeze looks like it's blowing a little bit out now. Lucy, if you look at the scoreboard flags.
Yep.
Been swirling all day. Been weird winds.
It has been.
Swing and a miss. That was outside for Tilke, but he thought it looked pretty good, so he took that cut. Sometimes you just can't hold back.
Yep. I had a lot of those.
Well, you are aggressive at the plate, young man. 0-1. Go ahead, Luce.
That's the one way Kappas wanted us to be very aggressive at the plate.
Fouled back into the pads. It's 0-2. We're in the bottom of the third here. Fergus Falls leads 1-0 over Big Stone. Fergus Falls scored their run in the bottom of the first. And we've been scoreless since. That one sails outside. Brown was hoping to get Tilke to chase another outside pitch, but didn't quite get him on that 0-2 pitch, and now it's 1-2. That one floats up high. It's 2-2. What do you think of the changes here at John Randall here, Lucy? You were able to play with the new grandstand setting, the net, the new dugouts, and now we're working on a concession stand. So a lot of improvements here made at John Randall the last couple of years, and you were fortunate enough to be able to keep playing here.
Yeah, all the upgrades are really nice. John Randall needed it pretty bad. The dugouts and the concession stand, the grandstand, all the new stuff, it's a really big help for...
How about the press box?
Oh, it's really nice. It's a lot of help for these tournaments.
Oh, it helps out a lot, and that one's fouled away, and count remains full now to Tilke. Yeah, and Wahpeton was selected to host the East Region Legion tournament this fall here, so again, it'll be a great facility for that.
And we got Boys State coming next week.
That's right. Boys State will be here on Wednesday. We'll have that game right here on Three Border Sports. That's right, we do. Boys State. So here comes Ben Swanson to the plate now with one out. And a runner at first base is Tilke drawing the walk. Three Border Sports Network next Saturday. We've got football, man. We got 2 games. We got the 2 Shrine games next week. We got the 11-man at 4 p.m., and then we cover the 9-man game at 4 p.m. So Brian and I will be up there for that one. Looking forward to that. Doing some football in June. Our second go at it. They asked us to do it last year, and we were lucky enough to be asked to come back a second year in a row. So proud of that. Ben Swanson at the plate, and there goes the runner. And a big jump there, Lucy, and goes in standing up was Tilke. Big jump.
When you watch that front foot on the pitcher, if they lift that heel just a little bit when they start going, they're up easy.
That's your target.
That's
You're
your
watching
target.
that.
Watching shoulders and that front foot.
No balls, 1 strike to Ben Swanson. At second base is Tilke on the stolen base and a walk. Usually this time of night, Lucy, when you played left field here at John Randall, it was usually a tough night here, but right now we've got enough cloud cover to kind of stop that sun from beating down in left field shortstop's eyes.
Oh, yeah, the tree cover didn't really help much. Still get sun out in left field. And I have sunglasses on, too, and it's still pretty hard to see out there.
At that one angle, when that sun would get to that certain spot, the evening games are tough here. But, again, enough cloud cover here. The field covered in shade right now. That one goes outside for a ball. It's 2-1. Got some more changes coming here to the area, at least. John Randall Field and First Street will be remodeled here later this summer. And I don't know if it'll be started and finished before the East Region tournament, but First Street will get remade. The fence line and the trees and the brush and the trees and all going to be disappearing. A new sidewalk going in there and a new entry and new trees will be planted. So a little different look again on the west side of John Randall Field.
It's going to look really nice.
Of course, the paved parking lot last year as Swanson draws the walk. So runners at first and second now and one out. It's going to bring up Isaac Johnson, the third baseman for Fergus Falls. Yeah, and the concession stand is near completion. The shell is up with a nice roof on it. Got to get the siding and the interior finished on it. We hope to have that done by hopefully the 4th of July. I don't know if that's going to happen. A lot of work to do before we get that done on the 4th of July. But again, thanks to a nice donation from the Shannon family to get that project completed. And the pitch swung on and missed by Isaac Johnson. Ball's behind in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Swung on, fouled back, and I think that caught a piece of Craig Peterson there as he's going to walk that one off himself. That one stung, I think, when it went back and hit the umpire. It might have hit him on the inside of the leg. He's going to take some time to rest it up a little bit, and the catcher, Drew Boots, goes out to talk to his pitcher to give home plate umpire Craig Peterson a little bit of a breather. Sure, he'll be fine. Umpires do take a beating back there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a couple years ago, we were here, John Randall, and one umpire that lives right over here, back here, was umpiring, and I think he caught one in the forearm and broke his arm. Remember that, Art? I can't think of his name either, but he was back there, and a foul tip caught him in the forearm and broke his arm. And I don't think he ever came back to umpire after that.
I haven't seen him since that day.
No. And there go the runners. Big jump, not even a chance to throw down. Was Brown in the windup there, or did he just didn't look and pay attention to the runners?
He was in the stretch, didn't even give one look to the second base runner at all.
Yeah, they took off in a hurry there now, so the corners come in on the corners. Onto the grass, 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Isaac Johnson. Shortstop, Powell in on the grass as well. There's a fly ball. Short center field. Kirchberg squeezes, and the runner tags at third, and he's going to come home and score easily from third base. So a sacrifice fly from Isaac Johnson there brings the run in. And it's 2-0 in favor of Fergus Falls. So as soon as that thing gets hit in the air and you're on third base, Lucy, you're tagging up. You're running back to the bag, because if that thing hits the ground, you're going to score anyway, right?
Yep.
Cardinal rule. And that one sails outside, and almost on the secondary lead, halfway down to third base was Ben Swanson.
He had a really big secondary lead.
He did. See what happens here after this one. Couple looks back this time now by Carter Brown. 1 ball, no strikes. And again, big secondary lead. Swung on and fisted off to the first base side by Andrew Johnson. 1 run across here for Fergus Falls. It's 2-0 in favor of Fergus Falls here in the bottom of the third. Joe Schreiner, Isaac Loosemore, Lucy, former post 20 player and Wildcat player up in the booth here for this half inning. And the pitch just below the knees. And it's 2-1. Good eye there by Johnson at the plate. What are you looking for here, Luce? 2-1, 2 outs, runner at second base. You want to drive something, looking for a fastball? And there goes the runner. Pitch is high, and the throw down to third base. And safe at third base on the stolen attempt there by Swanson.
I'd either be looking for a fastball or take one until I get another strike on me.
There you go. Merritt kind of tumbled over there at third base. He's stretching and loosening up there, but I think he's going to be okay. 3-1 with 2 outs now. Hitters count. You like that 3-1 count, Luce?
Sometimes. Not all the time.
Outside for ball 4. So Johnson draws the walk. He'll go to first base. And staying at third base is Ben Swanson.
Your catcher number 4.
So here comes Will Grunwald. Struck out in his first at bat. And again, runners at the corners for Fergus Falls, leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. Carter Brown sets and delivers. Caught the corner on the outside, so strike one to Will Grunwald, the catcher. So 0-1. Getting a little dark. Might have to wake Chad up and tell him to go turn the lights on here pretty soon. He's chuckling at me. And Carter Brown taking his time here. 0-1, and the pickoff move to first. Back safely over at first base is Johnson. Both runs have been scored by Carter Tilke. And the pitch comes in. That one's fouled away on the first base side. Inside defense. And it's 0-2. So runners at the corners. First base is Johnson. Third base, Swanson. Again, Brown taking his time here. And now the pitch. There goes the runner at first. And no throw down, but he's going to toss it down to third to Merritt and back in time on the Boots throw. And the diving back was Ben Swanson getting his uniform dirty. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kind of a good waste pitch there. Brown delivers the 1-2 pitch, comes up high, it's 2-2. So Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs on the board for Fergus Falls. And the pitch pulled to the left field side. It's a base hit into left field. 1 run will score. And here comes the second one. Throw to the plate is going to be in time, and they got him. Nice relay from left field to the shortstop Powell and right to Drew Boots. Nice play defensively there, Lucy, and that retires the side.
That was a great relay. They all had their feet set and were ready to throw it.
So again, from Tweeter in left to Powell at short and back to home, Drew Boots puts the tag on the nice throw as that retires the side. So that's going to be it for you, Lucy. I'll catch you. Maybe we'll catch you on Sunday.
Yep.
Or maybe even tomorrow sometime. I know Maddie's coming up to help me tomorrow, but I appreciate you coming up into the booth and helping me on Three Borders Sports Network. We'll give way to Chad Affield now. Big Chad's going to come in and give us a chat. So for Isaac Loosemore, thanks, everybody, for coming in. We appreciate you coming up, Isaac.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, we'll be right back after this message for the top of the fourth.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season. All right, welcome back to John Randall Field. Joe Schreiner. Now I'm joined here in the booth by Chad Affield here in the top of the fourth. Chad, welcome.
Thank you, Joe.
That one's fouled away there by Big Stone City, South Dakota's Jasper Tweeter. Jasper starts out in left field. He struck out in his first at bat. Do you smell rain in the air, buddy?
I do.
Do you? I smell fried onions.
Well, yeah, maybe that's concession stand. You're right.
Ground ball to third. Johnson picks it up over to first in time to Swanson. Nice play there at third base by Isaac Johnson.
Yeah, good play. Stayed in front of it. Didn't let the ball play him. He played the ball, and nice throw over to first base.
It's going to bring up Isaac Kirchberg, the center fielder. He struck out in his first attempt. We're in the top of the fourth here. Better change my scoreboard if Watson's watching. I'll hear about it. So, Fergus Falls.
I don't have a text yet, Joe. So
no. Well, maybe he's still driving. So we'll say it that way. I'll change the inning here.
You got a lot going on up here, Joe. Now Watson's got.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do now.
Okay. Well.
So we're in the fourth inning. It's 1-1 count here to Kirchberg. There's one out. Big Stone trails Fergus Falls 3-0. The lanky Colin Becker delivers, and it's ball 2. So some green on the radar, Chad?
A little bit of green, light green. Okay. I didn't see a lot of yellow or red or major colors, but sometimes you never know what's coming either, right. Joe. It looks light green, but we're ready, though, Joe.
Little pop foul.
The grounds peoples are ready.
Grounds crew is ready. Should I let you go so you can go down there and tell them what to do? No?
Grant's got it covered.
Grant's got it covered. All right. Keith's down there, too, so Keith can handle it. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So a good pitch there from Becker for the second out of the inning. Retires Kirchberg. So 2 outs.
It's a nice crowd, Joe.
It is a nice crowd for 2 out-of-town teams. And, of course, Wahpeton coming up here to play. Wahpeton B coming up to play the next game. Drew Boots comes up to the plate here with 2 outs. The catcher comes to the plate. He grounded out in his first at bat here in the game. 0 for 1 so far today. There's a bouncer into the catcher's mitt there. Will Grandwald makes a nice play.
Gets everybody a little jumpy, though. Gets the umpire jumpy, too, when a ball bounces in.
Especially after
you've been hit once
after
like that.
Craig got hit once, yeah. Becker winds up and throws again. There's it right back to the mound. Becker knocks it down, picks it up. Over to first in the dirt, and a nice play over at first base by Swanson. So Swanson picks it out. Nice play, Chad.
Yeah, he didn't panic, bobbled it a little bit first, went and recovered, and then made a good strong throw over to first base for the out.
So that retires the side. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, we got 3.5 in the books. Big Stone 0, Fergus Falls 3 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Chad Affield joins me here for the second half of the game. Isaac Loosemore was kind enough to step up here.
Hey, you did a good job, Joe.
Awesome for the young man to offer some insight from a former recent player. And we go to the bottom of the fourth here with a slight delay here. We got some substitutions apparently for Fergus Falls, and we're waiting for the catcher.
Was probably one of the last batters or something like that. He had his equipment on.
That is correct. So that's probably what happened. Brian Watson had to leave, so I appreciate you coming in and helping out a little bit, Chad.
Yeah. No problem, Joe. If it downpours, I suppose, Joe, I'll probably have to.
You might have to take off there. Keith's keeping an eye on you where you're at, buddy.
Leading off for Fergus
All right, here we go. Got the ever-present professional Madison Nelson Gira coming in tomorrow.
I heard that, Joe. I talked to him last night, too. He's excited.
Is he? I'm going to let him call a few play-by-plays here.
He said that, and he said he's willing to help me a little bit, too, if he's got a little time. So.
No, I ain't going to give him time. He's all mine tomorrow, man. You don't get him.
I'll just bring a rake up here, then put it behind him.
So the breeze is picking up a little bit out on the
those flags look good, Joe.
Those flags are hanging in well.
Hey, we did a good job out there, Joe.
Yeah, well, you did all the hard work up in the box, so
it's the ground guy that makes it all work, though, Joe.
Yeah, I handed you stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, Carter Brown delivers. And it's 3-0 now to the hitter, Ethan Grunwald, the second baseman, here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 pitch. Comes across the inside corner for a strike.
It's almost automatic 3-0 unless it's really bad, but that was pretty close. That was pretty good. So
3-1. Brown delivers. Comes up a little bit too high, and it's ball 4 to Ethan Grunwald. He gets the free pass, and the leadoff runner is on for Fergus Falls.
Here's center fielder number 2.
Looks like we got a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher, so trotting down to first base.
Number 16, Joe.
Brandon Brown. So Brandon Brown comes in.
Lights are on, Joe.
The lights are on.
Just snap my fingers. And
all you have to do is telepathically tell people to turn lights on, and they do, right, Chad?
Yeah, I told Lucy before he left, just make sure you turn the lights on.
Owen Kruger at the plate, and the pickoff attempt is no good. So Owen Kruger at the plate. So far he's doubled on the day, but was stranded at second base. Actually was picked off in the double play. There's a drive to left field, and Kruger's got his second hit of the day.
Nice solid contact.
It was. So runners at first and second, nobody out. The walk by Grunwald, and Kruger gets the single. Brings up Evan Lindgren. He grounded out to short in his first at bat.
Is this both teams' second game, Joe? Or
Yep.
Big Stone did play.
Yep. Big Stone played in Wahpeton in the first game.
In the first game. Okay.
Big Stone lost 12-3.
I let my assistant be in charge for the
Yeah,
first
you weren't
couple
here
games.
at that point in time. Yeah.
I was working though, Joe, but I wasn't here.
Yeah, I know. You were. We said that. You're one of your many hats that you wear. Brown delivers, and that one's popped up in the infield. Let's see if it's infield fly. They do call infield fly, so the batter is automatically out, and nobody advances.
I heard about that infield fly earlier, Joe.
Yep. That was quite the confusing. So batter is automatically out with less than 2 outs. Runners at first and second, and the rule still in effect here on this hitter as Leighton Buckmeyer comes to the plate. Now the flags are pretty much right to left.
Yep. It's blowing out to left.
Breeze has picked up a little bit.
It's picked up, and you can see the dust a little bit in the infield too.
The pitch goes outside and wide.
Yeah, the wind really has picked up, Joe.
Yep.
There is a little weather, but nothing to be.
Yeah, I don't think anything serious was supposed to happen between now and tomorrow.
I got my phone ready to go, Joe. I got it on radar.
All right. So Buckmeyer at the plate, struck out in his first attempt. Swings and hits that one to left. Swirling winds. And making the catch in left field was Tweeter. And that retires Buckmeyer. So 2 outs here after the first 2 runners reach base. It's your leadoff hitter now. Carter Tilke steps up to the plate. Runners at first and second now, and 2 outs. So the infield fly rule now is
taken off.
Yeah,
it's starting to really get windy, Joe.
Now the nets are starting to bow here a little bit, aren't they? So there must be something moving in to the west.
I think the second shot later on tonight, Joe, is going to be worse than the first one.
After we're done, I think,
yes.
isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, sometime
after
between.
Midnight or
after midnight, I think.
Well, I hope we're done by then.
That's what I saw in the morning, anyway. Yeah, no kidding.
We're still here at midnight, Joe. I might still be here at midnight, Joe, but the game should be over with, I'm hoping.
We might be here yet. You never know. And the winds have really picked up right now.
The winds,
You got the wind speed there, Chad, handy?
Just a second.
Again, the winds have picked up pretty good.
I know. My phone only says 11 miles an hour, Joe. I can't be right.
Well, I'll take a look.
Maybe
Brown delivers outside for ball. It's 2-0.
I'll refresh it, Joe, maybe. That looks more than 11. I still only have 11.
I'll see if I say something different here, Chad.
I'm
I'll
sure
check
you
my-
do.
All right. Home. Yeah, that's what mine says. Mine's out
yeah,
of the
it
west
looks-
at 11. It looks stronger
It
than that.
looks
though.
stronger than that, yeah.
Temperature is 76 degrees. There's a green spot north of Fargo. There's one just we're right on the on the north edge of it. Looks like it's a little heavier to the south. Might skate by here, Chad.
I got people watching out, Joe.
Yeah, you do. Popped up to the first base side, giving chase in foul territory, running over his shoulder, makes the catch. What a beautiful catch by Mueller.
ESPN
chasing
there,
that one down and a dot on that one.
That was a good play.
So Becker is retired over at first base there on the foul ball catch. A beautiful catch over the shoulder
over
catch.
the shoulder like that. That's not easy, Joe.
So stranding 2 runners on base here for Fergus Falls. And we're going to go to the top of the 5th here right after this on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Fergus Falls 3, Big Stone 0 back after this.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
All right, we're back here for the top of the 5th and taking high for ball 1. At the plate is Carter Lee. Top of the 5th, 3-0 lead for Fergus Falls. That's fouled off his shin, and Carter Lee. That's the second time today that's happened to him.
Yeah, twice to him and once the umpire.
Yeah. The gust has died down.
Yeah, it's
a
died
little
down
bit.
some now again. Yeah, I took a look between innings, Joe.
I think we're safe, huh?
It's dark, but it's not black either. So
No.
I didn't seem too. I wasn't too concerned.
Okay. Colin Becker delivers a 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed there as Lee steps in the bucket a little bit on that one. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he goes to 2-2 here against Colin Becker.
I think it rained more last night during the B-Legion game, Joe.
Yeah, we had a shower during the B-Legion game last night. That one comes inside and it's full.
We were both safe in the press box, though.
Yeah, we were. And folks are trying to get the concession stand ready last night. We worked on that till almost 10 o'clock last night, getting that ready to go. And swing and a miss by Lee and a strikeout for Becker. Good series of pitches there by Becker to retire Lee, and that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Isaiah Tando.
No, he's really pitched well, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Sure has.
Only given it 1 hit, but it's right around the plate all the time, too. So that's the name of the game. If you be around the plate, you're going to do well.
Swing and a miss by Tando. And only 4 runners left on base here by Big Stone. So not a lot of runners. So Becker's done a nice job of shutting down Big Stone. There's the pitch, fouled back into the net. And just
Joe, Joe, when that was a backstop chain link fence and we changed to that netting,
you weren't a fan.
No.
You weren't a fan right away.
I'm telling you, I've changed, Joe. I am a fan now. I am.
Saved another foul ball from heading out toward First Street.
Plus, it's easier on the baseballs.
Oh, much.
A chain link fence can do some damage.
Yep.
You know, so.
And harder to see through.
Yeah.
That was something else that Coach Kapp was talking about. Much easier to watch a game through.
I've changed my way. The only bad part is putting the thing up and taking it down.
Yeah, that's a chore.
But
so
if you get enough guys, it's not too bad either. So
2-2. Yeah, usually the teams work together to do that.
That
one.
and the batting cages, so that takes a lot off my plate. So that's all right.
So 2-2 to Tando. 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Oh, we get that light fixed, Joe? Maybe we did. Looks like
yeah, we had some trouble with some lights and some bulbs.
Like that lights, there was a bulb out in that one down the line, but it looks like all of them are
looks like they're lit now. We had a breaker.
Yeah.
Was thrown for whatever reason early in the spring. There's a chopper. Tando going to hustle down the first base line. Picking that one up is Tilke, and he did not get it there in time on that slow roller. You can see Tando was hustling down the line, Chad.
He was moving. He had some speed down that line, and it was going to be a bang-bang play, and he beat it out.
So we're going to give him an infield hit on that one.
Yeah,
This is the second hit for Big Stone. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter now, the pitcher, Carter Brown. Tando gets his lead over at first base.
You know, if it does rain, Joe, that's another nice thing. The canopy here too.
We're fine.
Even the fans are going to be okay.
Yep. And we noticed that in the B Legion game last night toward the end of the game when it started to sprinkle a little bit. Here comes everybody.
Yep.
In fact, we've got a fan coming in from Fergus Falls on the right field side. Looks like they're heading toward the canopy, so maybe it is sprinkling a little.
But back in the day, Joe, you'd get soaked.
Got to weather it out. There goes Tando heading down to second, and he'll get in safely on the slide.
Yeah, good jump over there at first.
So Tando, if he gets on, he's got some speed for Big Stone.
He's a speed guy.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Carter Brown at the plate here in the top of the 5th. Fergus Falls, it is sprinkling.
Yeah,
I can see it now.
Yeah, I can see the rain, Joe. We're pretty dry, though, so we can take a little bit of.
There's a ground ball toward first. And picking that one up and getting over to first base in time to retire Carter Brown was Ben Swanson for the putout.
Kind of one of those in-between, Joe. You're kind of, you're away from the base, but yet, you're looking for your pitcher. The pitcher, I don't know if it didn't look like he moved that much off the mound either to kind of make it a little easier for him. So, but he got there and made the play.
So here comes Hunter Merritt. Singled and walked. It's 1 for 1 so far today officially. And the pitch comes inside for a ball. It is nice soft rain right now.
This is a good, No, this is.
It'll wet the infield just right.
Keith went and put the sweatshirt on, though. He's all bundled up.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Keith's worried about the rain. It smells like rain out there for sure.
This is one of those nice rains, Joe, if it comes on like this quite a while.
Yeah, but we don't want that during a baseball tournament.
No. We've had it happen to us, Joe.
Yep, we've been there several times. And that's a strike. Comes across the plate, and the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, in a few years, Central Plains tournaments, we've had to get the pumps out.
Yep. There's just, if we get a lot of rain, Joe, there's that spot, too. That's the one spot I'm concerned about.
A little chopper, and Becker knocks it down, but nobody going to be able to make the play. And coming across to score the first run for Big Stone is Tando.
Yeah, that was a tough play.
We'll call that one a hit for Hunter Merritt. Right back to the box there. He knocked it down with his glove, and I don't know if anybody else would have been able to make that play because it was a high chopper.
Yeah, I think if he didn't slow it down, it was going to go right down the middle. And
I agree.
Center field, So
the first run comes across here on the RBI single by Merritt. Swung on, pulled foul deep.
Joe, your vehicle?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Lands on top of the second batting cage over there. Really pulling that one was Merritt.
That's pretty good distance, though, Joe.
It was. Or not Merritt, that was Carter Powell, excuse me. Paul reached on an air and started out.
The fence says 324, but he pulled it quite a ways.
Yeah, he sure did. That one bounces into the dirt and gets back to the backstop. So scooting down to second base is Hunter Merritt on the wild pitch.
And he's starting to, it's, the 5th inning, so I suppose he's getting a little tired. So it's starting to.
Third time through the lineup, so everybody's getting to see him now for the 3rd time.
Hang on to that ball a little bit too long and kind of bounce it in there a couple times. But
the rain's letting up. Looks like the rain's letting up a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of a spit now, I think, Joe. Real light.
Mound looks in good shape right now,
Yep.
Chad. I don't think the mound is
Nope.
any concern right now.
You know, if it does rain, Joe, we just won't water. We don't have to water between,
There you
between
go.
games.
Is the cleat cleaner out there?
The cleat cleaner, boy, I don't think it is. I think
Probably
it's
in the
over.
dugout.
It's on
in the storeroom here.
Yes.
2-1, 2 outs. Runner at second base is Merritt. In the dirt, good stop there by the catcher, Will Gronwald. So 3-1 to the hitter, Carter Powell. Becker delivers and a swing, pulls it deep short. Got to come to third, and he missed the target. And that one's going to roll, and heading over to second base was Carter Powell. So we're going to call that one an error.
Yeah,
I think they would have had him out at third, Chad.
Yeah,
if,
a better throw would have got him there.
Yep.
That was about his only play, too. He wasn't going to turn and zing it to first because.
Yep. No runs were scored there,
No.
so nothing hurt. But now runners in scoring position for Big Stone here as they trail 3-1.
Third base. We're having a little issue with third base too, Joe. It pops out of that anchor.
Did it?
So, it did a couple times in the previous game. It hasn't yet here, so hopefully we cleaned it out properly. And
So number 4 hitter Josh Mueller comes to the plate. He struck out and grounded out. So if you're looking at Big Stone's lineup, you're going to say he's due.
Yeah, this is a big spot too, Joe.
Yep. Nice pitch on the outside corner. His first strike one. Josh Mueller at the plate. Runners in scoring position for him. So 2 outs, crack of the bat. The runners should be going. So a possibility to score 2 here on a base hit. That one goes outside. It's 1-1.
Big spot for the hitter, big spot for the pitcher. This is
Correct.
2 outs. I mean, this is.
Again, Colin Becker's had a good game up to this point. See what he does here. Delivers that one, swing and a miss there by Mueller. Strike 2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Big Stone down to the last strike here with 2 outs.
You got to defend.
Last strike in this inning, I should say. Don't need to make it sound that dire. Becker sets and delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Becker comes back and retires the side with a strikeout on the number 4 hitter, Josh Mueller, and retires the side. We've got 4.5 complete here. We're going to the bottom of the 5th on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Big Stone City, South Dakota. 1, Fergus Falls, Minnesota. 3, back after these messages.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
Join in the celebration with your CASASA account and start earning your money back today.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. John Randall Field, 3-1 here in favor of Fergus Falls. I want to thank the city of Wahpeton for stepping up and sponsoring here some of our games all summer long. Chad and city of Wahpeton does great things, great places to eat, great places to shop. What a beautiful park and a golf course we've got here in Wahpeton.
Oh, you did a good job last week on the parade, Joe.
How about that? We did the parade too.
Yes.
A great Blue Goose Days parade that we covered on Three Borders Sports Network. Brian and I were there. We started using some of our new camera equipment too, some of the transmitters we have.
Joe, I looked at the forecast for next weekend. It's supposed to be hot.
For the football game?
Yes.
It was
90s.
hot last.
Supposed
Is
to be
it
90s.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
next
man.
weekend. So
watch the humidity come in too.
Yeah, so
That'll be the next thing.
Just be prepared, Joe.
So again, thanks to the city of Wahpeton for sponsoring here during the summer. And leading off here for Fergus Falls in the bottom of the fifth inning is going to be
22.
Ben Swanson.
Is this the same pitcher for?
Yes.
Okay.
Carter Brown.
Yep. And he's done a decent job too. You know, Joey's only given up 3 hits and 3 runs. I mean, if you can keep your team in the game,
yep,
you have a chance.
And it ain't over till it's over, said Yogi Berra.
No.
I think Art Grocco said that once, too.
I think so, too. Many times I think he said that.
Very wise man.
Yeah.
Beyond his years.
Keith found no, that's the scorebook. I thought that was the
Ben Swanson draws the walk.
We did an excellent job in right field, too, Joe. That looks good out there.
Yeah, I think so. It's covering up pretty good. I don't know if the grass seed is taken yet, but it looks pretty good for now out there.
Try to keep a little water. I keep it wet if I can, Joe.
Stepping up to the plate now is Isaac Johnson for Fergus Falls after the leadoff walk there for Ben Swanson.
Pick up. Ooh, better throw might have had him, Joe. That was close. It was high, though, the throw was.
Carter Brown over to Mueller at first base. Little different change here of games for Fergus Falls. That first game, they had a lot of pitchers. What a big break.
Yeah,
no chance for Drew Brutes.
None. 0. I don't know if he threw over there, but then this time I don't even think he looked over there. And
yeah.
As soon as he picked up that foot, Joe, that guy was gone.
Well, the stolen bases. Coach Jappus was up here watching these guys. Of course, these guys are both in the
Wahpeton A pool.
In the Wahpeton pool, in the A pool, like you said, in the blue division. And he said that when he was up here. There's some aggressive running from Fergus Falls and from Billings. That one sails away there. It's ball 1.
Uh-oh. Joe, we got a new scoreboard.
Oh, Lucy steps up to the scoreboard.
He was selling concessions earlier, Joe. He's done
it all. He's doing the field work.
Yes, he's doing it all.
Are we paying him too much or what?
Yeah. He just wants to help, Joe.
He's a good man.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
As is Art Grocco. Art Grocco, Phil, always here to help. Appreciate their help and volunteering.
And it helped. The A-Legion played the early game today and don't play till the last 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, so they've been around helping out, too.
So I get 3 or 4 of them kids every day, too, so that helps, too.
Yep. Little floater pitch there. Brown tried to float that one in.
Wow, that was close, too, Joe.
It was very close.
I threw the umpire off a little bit, too.
The plate umpire did not call that one, so another walk issued here. So 2 walks in a row.
Yeah, infield fly.
So Andrew Johnson steps up, and like Chad said, the infield fly back in effect, and we're going to have a mound visit here from the Big Stone coaches. This mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction, #1 goal. So first couple of hitters faced here in the 5th inning. Chad end up with a couple of walks.
Yeah. He's you know, like I said, Joe, it's 5th inning for him too. So you know, he's thrown enough pitches too where it's starting to get a little tired and wear him down a little bit. But that's where you just got to get tough and just kind of fight through it.
And again, 3rd time through the lineup,
yes,
Chad. So
yeah, that once you get to see a guy 3 times, that's
getting some speed and timing down.
Was do we have any new teams this year, Joe?
I thought Big Stone was here last year.
I thought they were too. Detroit
Lakes might be. Yeah, Detroit Lakes might be a new team.
And we lost
the Dodge Center.
That sounds. Yep.
I think it was Dodge Center that was scheduled to come, and then they had to cancel.
It was a 4-day tournament last year, if I remember right.
Correct. Spread it out over 4 days.
And we didn't play. We only played 3 though.
Yep.
We didn't play Sunday.
Yep.
Which everybody got 3 games, so. Oh, geez, Joe.
Yeah, how about that?
That's nice too. I
got my keychain there, man.
Baseball up there at the top too. I tell you, Joe, it's been a little while since I've been looking around up here in the press box.
Fly ball to left field. That's going to hit the gap. Off the wall and a one hopper. So coming home to score is Ben Swanson, and following him very closely, and a stand-up double here on the throw. Drew Brutes cuts it off. a 2-run score here with the two Johnsons.
Yeah, that ball
Ben Swanson and Isaac Johnson. Andrew Johnson with the double. Go ahead, Chad.
That ball was smoked, Joe. I think I think that hit about halfway up the wall, Joe. I don't know if that bounced or not. I couldn't. It's one of those times now where the lights. It's tough. It's tough to tell, but it was hit hard no matter what.
About the time it hit there, I was looking at the runners.
It was hit hard no matter what. So it was right in the gap, and
so 2 runs come across here.
Attaboy, Lucy. There you go.
So it's 5-1 now in favor of Fergus Falls. Now they might be trying to think about scoring 4 more.
Yep. It's 8 after. It's not 10 after 5. It's 8 after 5.
8 after 5, and that one's drilled foul out of play.
There's a 4-run inning rule too, like 12 after 4. Is that
12 after 4?
Okay.
Yep. And rules were set, and the teams were given the rules way before the start of the tournament. Chris Kappas did not put a time limit on them. One's low and away there. It's 1-1. Sometimes you see at tournaments like this, you see a 2-hour time limit.
Right.
You can't start a new inning after 2 hours of play, but that did not come into play today. Little flip back to second base.
Is that how the East region works?
I don't know. I think that'll be wide open.
Wide open?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's going to be any time limit on that one.
So that 3-hour, 9-minute game or 20-minute game you had this morning wouldn't have happened then?
Oh, yeah.
Another.
Ed, you're not keeping an eye on my scoreboard
I'm
here.
sorry, Watson giving that hold you again?
No,
I'm sorry.
Somebody else.
Big break from that guy second, and he stole third, too. Pitcher's focused on home plate.
Little base hit, base hit to right field. And another run comes across here.
Doesn't steal third, though, Joe. I don't know if he makes it home on that.
That's true. So the run comes across here. Ethan Grunwald comes to the plate. And, yeah, you got to change that one. Now we put that in there. And delete.
6, Joe.
6 now?
Yep.
And I think we are in, what inning? 5th inning.
We're in the bottom of the 5th.
Yep, so I got to change the scoreboard there. Thank you for the heads up, everybody. Thanks for the text messages.
There's a lot to do up here, Joe.
I'm telling you.
When Watson leaves, I tell you.
When Watson's gone, I don't want to tell him he's that important.
No, I know, I know, but he told me to watch things up here too, Joe.
Yeah, he did.
Dropping the ball.
So 3 runs across here in the 5th inning for Fergus Falls. Again, 6-1 lead. Runner at first base, and that one sliced back into the net. So again, Chad, your net works.
That net saved a rip on that baseball. Yep.
And that one comes up high. It's 3-1.
Yeah,
so Carter Brown struggling a little bit here.
Struggling a little bit. Nobody out either, Joe, so it's still.
It's the 5th hitter he's faced in this inning, and he's faced 5 hitters twice, and this will be the 3rd inning here now that he's faced 5 hitters. But that's been the maximum. And right now he is on hitter number 5, and there's nobody out.
Yeah, and there's only one guy on base, so the triple play is not going to happen.
Not going to happen, so you'll face 6 for sure. And that one comes across, letter high for a full count. And a pickoff move to first. Back in time is Grunwald. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see we had number 16 at the plate there. It was a pinch hitter.
Oh.
Brandon Brown is up at the plate. Pops that one up.
Over the dugout.
Oh, out of play. So Brandon Brown at the plate. I did not see the number switch there while I was writing into the book. Changing the scoreboard, I didn't see the pinch hitter come up. Brandon Brown is at the plate. There's our flyover, a little late from the 8 o'clock this morning when they had the national anthem. Addie Dodge did a nice job singing the national. Yep. Nice job this morning. Ball 4 comes up high. So another walk issued here with nobody out, and runners now at first and second. Going to bring up Owen Kruger. He doubled in his first at bat and singled, so 2 for 2 on the day so far for Kruger. So if you look at it this way, Chad, 3 more runs.
Yep.
And that would be Kruger's. That would be the winning run at the plate.
3 more runs, Joe gets us back pretty much on time.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Allen scoots back to the fence, and Boots got to chase it down.
Still nobody out either, Joe.
Nope. So, Big Stone struggling a little bit here in the 5th inning. 3 runs across so far for Fergus Falls.
I did take the flag, Joe, on the flag pole, not the scoreboard one, off. So if I need to put it on before tomorrow morning, I will again. But
yeah, that's fine. The pitch caught the corner, strike 1. Owen Kruger now, 1-1. Runner at third is Will Grunwald.
Kind of a big spot in the game for Big Stone, too, Joe.
Brown. The infield is on the edge of the grass. That one floats outside. It's 2-1.
They know the situation, Joe. I'm sure they know.
They're thinking the same thing we are. We got to stop the bleeding.
Run rule, yeah.
Yep.
We got to get an out somewhere.
I want to thank Gripper Sports, downtown Wahpeton, Dakota Avenue, for all your favorite team sports apparel. Gripper Sports, that one's pulled foul over the batting cages. Well, it's got to bounce a few more times. Nope, ends up in the nets over there.
You parked over there, Joe, or behind us?
No, I'm over here behind the tennis court.
All right.
It's going to take a heck of a foul ball to get over there.
That's a bad foul ball over there. I'm parked way over by the dike, Joe. So
are you? You're way over
there.
Hit
my vehicle. That's a good poke.
Fly ball to center. Kirchberg measures it, makes the out, and tagging at third and coming home was Will Grunwald. Excuse me, that was not. That was Riston Albert in there. So Riston Albert, courtesy running for Grunwald. And staying at second base was Brandon Brown. And the sacrifice fly goes in the books for Owen Kruger. Gets an RBI on the sac fly.
Joe, I'm trying to get the scoreboard here.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, now I got her, Joe.
Oh, look at you. 7-1.
There we go, Joe.
Thank you, Chad.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get Watson's job yet.
I'm trying.
Going to bring up Evan Lindgren, the right fielder. One more game to go tonight.
B Legion's taking on Lemoore.
Correct.
Okay. Lemoore, yeah. Lemoore won their first game and Wap B lost. So
that is correct. Swung on and missed there by the hitter now is Evan Lindgren, right fielder. So far today, Chad, he's grounded out and popped out. 0 for 2.
It's a home run here, Joe, though. The game is over.
There you go. Pick off to second base. I'm sure that's maybe what the Fergus Falls coaches are thinking too. Save some pitching arms. Swung on and fouled back to the pads. It's 1-2.
You know, he struggled the first half of this inning, but the Big Stone pitcher, he's come back pretty strong here. You know, he got a fly ball to center, and now he's got a 1-2 count here. So.
Yep. And the pitch comes up high and away. It's 2-2 now. Count levels out at 2 balls, 2 strikes for Carter Brown. Delivers that one high to Drew Boots. And at the plate is Evan Lindgren. 2-2. Swung on in a high chopper, 2-hopper to third base. And over to first, and a nice scoop play over at first base. Nice play by Mueller.
Good scoop
on the low throw by Merritt.
That was a good scoop over there, Joe.
And still holding at second base was Brandon Brown. So nice play on both sides there, in both corners there, Chad.
You know, it was one of those high bouncers, too. He had to make sure he had the ball and then make it, you know, it was a low throw, but a good scoop by the first baseman, so.
So 2 outs, and Fergus Falls to the plate. Comes the designated hitter, Leighton Buckmeyer. 0 for 2 on the day, struck out and popped out. And the pitch from Brown. There's a drive to right field for a base hit. Don't know if that'll score the run. Not deep enough. And runners now at the corners. So nice little base hit there as the designated hitter, Buckmeyer, gets a base hit. Moves the runner over to third base. And the top of the order
Your shortstop, number 1,
comes to the plate for Carter Tilke. Ninth hitter in the
ninth batter is fast.
ninth batter this inning. And Big Stone City is going to take a little visit here. And that mound visit brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton.
Pitch count, Joe, maybe?
Could be. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Are we making a change, Chad?
We're making a change, Joe.
All right, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll have our call to the pen. And we'll find out who's pitching for Big Stone right after this. Back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network. It's 7-1 in favor of Fergus Falls.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Where the hell did 19 come from? I don't even have them on the thing. I don't have them on here. I don't have them on. Oh, okay. I have them down to 10. All right, we're back here at John Randall Field, and coming in to pitch for the second time today. He pitched in the first game. Carter Powell comes in to pitch. Moving over to shortstop is Connor Danielson, number 19.
Pitcher went to second base.
Carter Brown goes to second base. So we'll see if we can make those changes here. There's a drive to right field, and that's going to be deep.
Yep.
That'll score one run, and if the second run comes in, that'll wrap it up here. And that one's all the way to the wall, into the gap, and that should be the end of the game here as 2 runs score on that drive double by Carter Tilke.
Yep, right in the drive.
For Fergus Falls in the 5th inning.
So that ends the game here on the 8-run rule. Fergus Falls defeats Big Stone 9-1, just in time. Chad, are we on time here?
That's 8 o'clock, Joe. So
we start the next one at 8:30, so we're back pretty close to on schedule. We want to thank everybody for joining us here, and we'll be right back with our post-game show. Chad, if you want to go, I'll just handle the post-game.
Yep, I'm going to go, Joe. Thank you.
You coming up the next game?
Yep, I'll be back on.
All right, buddy, thanks. All right, we'll be right back here with our post-game show brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative right after this.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connect.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season. Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
All right, we're back here for the post-game show brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative, offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for full-time employment. Check out the webpage at www.mdf.coop, our post-game sponsor here. And your final score here, I need to change that one, is going to be a 9-1 finish here by the 8-run rule after 5 innings of play. And that is going to be your final score. The final line score for Big Stone, 1 run on 3 hits. This is unofficial. 3 hits, 1 error, and left 6 runners on base. For Fergus Falls, they had 9 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and 5 runners left on base. So that's the final line score here for game number 5 on the day. And moving to 2-0 in the blue division is Fergus Falls, and moving to 0-2 is Big Stone City. So coming up next year, we've got Wahpeton B in the red division, and they're going to be taking on Lemoore. Lemoore with a win and Wahpeton B with a loss. So there's your upcoming schedule here for tonight. And we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will have game number 6 on the day coming up next here. Again, your final score, Big Stone 1, Fergus Falls 9, and they'll be back tomorrow. Again, coming up next here, we got the Wahpeton B Legion and Lemoore. Again, your final score, 9-1 in favor of Fergus Falls by the 8-run rule, which is in effect for this tournament. For Chad Affield, Isaac Loosemore, I'm Joe Schreiner. Go to our website, check out the link for our next game coming up here shortly after a quick break. We'll be right back. Thanks, everybody.